For today's video, I wanted to talk with you about how safe and beneficial fragrance is when it is used in your personal care products and your cosmetics. And I'm going to give you some practical takeaways and practical tips that you can apply to your health and wellness when it comes to your personal care products as well as your cosmetics. That's going to help you to decide for yourself if fragrance is a safe and healthy ingredient that you should use in your everyday life. So to start, let's define what fragrance is, since in and of itself, a fragrance is an umbrella term and there are many different definitions or many different classifications when it comes to fragrance. So for the purpose of today's video and this topic, I'm going to be talking about fragrance as it relates to three particular classifications when it comes to personal care products and cosmetics. And that is going to be synthetic fragrance, natural oils or natural fragrant oils, and essential oils. With synthetic fragrances, they are man-made and formulated within a lab for the sole purpose of creating a wide variety of different scents that you may or may not be able to find naturally in nature or naturally from plants and flowers. So common ingredients that are used to formulate synthetic fragrances are typically petroleum byproducts. And common petroleum byproducts that are used when producing synthetic fragrances are going to be known as benzene, aldehydes, and forgive me if I'm saying this wrong, but toluene. Natural fragrance oils are also created and made within a lab, but unlike synthetic fragrances where they are completely man-made and artificial, natural fragrance oils basically take the single aromatic fragrance or the single aromatic oil from a plant and it is created from that. So it's only taking that single note or that single scent from the plant to create the fragrance. Now with natural fragrance oils, they are often blended with synthetic fragrance or blended with other fragrances to create a more natural and pleasing and realistic aroma. Essential oils are the pure aromatic oil or the pure aromatic essence of a plant or flower. So this aromatic oil goes through a process where it is extracted from the plant or the flower. It is common for essential oils to be extracted from leaves of the plant, flowers, seeds of the plant, needles, just pretty much anything that comprises that plant, you can extract the essential oil from it. Essential oils are used for therapeutic purposes as well as for aromatherapy. They are also used within personal care products as well as cosmetics. It is important to note that in and of itself, fragrance is not inherently bad. Fragrance is designed to put in your personal care products and within your cosmetics with the intent and the purpose of creating an experience that you enjoy. It's helping you to feel good, to open that product and to smell that scent and to have positive associations with it, to make you want to enjoy using that product. So inherently there is nothing wrong with that and wanting to create an experience of aromatherapy per se. But the problem or the issue that many people have when it comes to fragrance, more specifically with synthetic fragrance and artificial fragrance, is that it has been linked to adverse health issues. So what does this mean for you and your health? Because all in all, regardless of the studies, there is nothing and there's no study or research that has been done that can conclusively state that synthetic fragrance or artificial fragrance indeed is contributing to cancer development or is causing adverse effects when it comes to reproductive health or endocrine disruption. The only thing that we do know when it comes to synthetic fragrance, or just fragrance in general, not even specifically synthetic fragrance, this could be of an essential oil as well as a natural fragrance oil as well as synthetic fragrance, you can experience some skin sensitivity as well as allergies allergies due to respiratory allergies. So that is something that we can legitimately say for some people, they can experience those types of side effects when it comes to fragrance. But there's nothing that can link or affirmatively say that fragrance does indeed cause cancer, reproductive health issues, or reproductive developmental issues, or endocrine disruption. So at the end of the day, it's up to you to educate yourself and to really learn more about these ingredients that are in your personal care products, that are in your cosmetics, in your household products, and even in your food. What ingredients you have in your food that you're feeding yourself and your family, so that way you can make informed decisions when it comes to your health and wellness. Today I'm going to give you some practical tips and some practical things you can take away from this and what you can do to actively figure out and make these decisions and do the research and learn more about fragrance and other ingredients that are in your personal care products and cosmetics, so that you can be guided along to making positive and healthy decisions that you are confident and comfortable in when it comes to what you are putting on your body as well as what you are putting in your body. The first key point and the first tip that I want you to really focus on and to really dive deep into is knowing and understanding your individual health, as well as knowing and understanding your family's health. So that's important because if you do have compromised health, if you are managing a chronic illness, if you are dealing with cancer and you're undergoing cancer treatment, if you have any adverse health that you are going through right now, this is probably the best opportunity that you should take a time to pause and to really consider what you are putting on your body and what you are putting in your body, and if this is causing any adverse reactions or interfering with your health and promoting overall health and well-being. Some key questions that you should and may want to ask yourself is asking yourself, how does fragrance affect you? How is it affecting your health? Do you have allergies or skin sensitivities? If so, are they exacerbated when you use products that have fragrance or when you use certain perfumes or body sprays? Do you notice that? If you have sinus or allergy issues, have you noticed that when you're using certain household products, or you're using certain or burning certain candles or using wall fragrance units, that you get more sinus headaches? You are noticing more sneezing or sniffling than you normally do. If that is true, do you know exactly what specific ingredient or what specific type of fragrance that is causing these allergies or causing these sensitivities to present themselves? Would it perhaps behoove you to look at the ingredients of some of the products that you're using so you can familiarize yourself with these different fragrance ingredients and understand more about if that's possibly triggering these adverse reactions? Do you have hormonal imbalances or reproductive health issues? If you do have hormonal imbalances or reproductive health issues, do you use a lot of products that have a lot of fragrance? Are you using a lot of personal care products and cosmetics, as well as household products that are heavily laden with fragrant ingredients? Would it be a good idea for you to go through a detox and kind of switch to fragrance-free options, or even try more natural alternatives, and just to experiment with that to see what that does for you, if that improves any of your issues, and what that just does for your health and your well-being all in itself? Are you trying to actively get pregnant, or are you breastfeeding? And do you like to use a lot of products that contain fragrance, especially synthetic fragrance? This might be a good opportunity to look into the products that you're using and seeing if they contain any type of fragrance, especially synthetic fragrance, and have a discussion with your doctor about whether you should be using these products while you're trying to get pregnant with your specific health considerations or your specific health concerns And also talking with your doctor to see if it's something that you should be using while you are breastfeeding. Just asking these questions and doing that research. The second key point is to make sure that you educate yourself when it comes to fragrance in personal care products, cosmetics, and household products. If you are a person that is sensitive to fragrance, or you have allergies or skin sensitivities, you definitely want to make sure that you are checking and that you are looking in the ingredients of a lot of these items that you're using to make sure that they do not contain fragrance or anything that's going to cause an allergic reaction or cause a sensitivity or any of those issues to occur for you. You also want to make sure that you understand the labels as they are listed on these products. There are a lot of times when things are labeled as unscented or without a fragrance, but they do contain trace fragrance ingredients in them that are used to mask or to diminish that unpleasant scent or what have you, so that they have that bland type of fragrance. So you want to make sure that if you are indeed sensitive to fragrance, or you are trying to seriously decrease or cut out fragrance, that you are reaching for items that are fragrance free and that do not contain any type of fragrance at all. Or if you are looking to decrease and cut back on fragrance and you're switching over to more natural alternatives such as essential oils, you want to make sure you understand the difference between an essential oil, and you want to make sure you understand the difference between a synthetic fragrance and a natural fragrance oil. So you want to be well versed and be able to understand those differences so that you can make the proper decisions that you are wanting to make. And the third key point is to make adjustments accordingly. So once you've evaluated your overall health and well-being, once you've educated yourself on fragrance and its effects and its benefits, and you've made your decision as to what you're going to do and what your next steps are going to be, that could be anything from purging all of the items or products within your makeup stash, your cosmetics, your household products that contain fragrance in them, and just going completely fragrance free and not including fragrance on anything. This can be true if you are a person that has sensitivities, if you have a respiratory condition, if you have allergies or asthma, you may want to go that next step. If you're a person that just wants to decrease and limit the amount of products that contain fragrance, specifically synthetic or artificial fragrances, then you're of course going to want to go through and remove any products that contain any synthetic fragrance or any artificial fragrance. And you want to look for alternatives that contain essential oils or that contain natural fragrance oils. So that way you're staying away from those synthetic fragrances and you're opting for the more natural based fragrances, as long as they are not irritating or causing sensitivities for you. And since fragrance is included in a lot of different items, you want to make sure that you're not just looking for fragrance in the common items such as your personal care items and your cosmetics, and of course your perfumes and whatnot. You also want to make sure that you're looking for fragrance in your household products, such as your cleaning sprays for your bathroom, your kitchen, your laundry detergent, your fabric softener, your dryer sheets, as well as the candles that you're using, the wall scent, the scented wall plugins that you use to create fragrance within the room. You want to also evaluate those items and see if that is up to par with what you are wanting for your overall health and wellness. So not just stopping when it comes to your personal care products and cosmetics, but also understanding that fragrance can be included in a vast majority of the different items that we use every single day. And if you're really working to kind of create a healthy environment for you when it comes to fragrance, and you're trying to decrease synthetic fragrances, or you are trying to work to contain your allergies or to manage a respiratory condition, just really making sure that you do a thorough evaluation of all the products that you're using in your house and making sure that they are cleared and they're safe for you to use. And that is all for this week's video. I hope that you found this informative and helpful. If you did, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. That helps me out so much. If you have not had the opportunity to subscribe to this channel, I do hope that you subscribe. I upload videos here on this channel that pertain to health, wellness, and anti-aging. So that is your jam and you want to learn more about all of those things, do hit the subscribe button and make sure you ring the notification bell. That way you do not miss any of the videos I upload here on this channel. And here is to redefining health and staying forever young. Bye.